And we're live. Welcome to I Drink and I Know Things. Time to circle the wagons. Time to freaking die on this hill. All right. First off, we're gonna open with Crowder's statement that he put out about an hour ago on Twitter. Vox is going after all independent creators, and they have declared war on us. I say turnabout is fair play. All right. Here's Mr. Crowder's words, and also there is a source link down in the description. Many videos by other YouTubers are down there in the source links as well. Let's go ahead and hear what Crowder has to say here.
Clear today. Tonight we're going to have an exclusive new video. Adpocalypse.
Adpocalypse. Another Adpocalypse. Does this have to happen every year? It's getting ridiculous.
The next Adpocalypse is coming. Some of the information, a lot of the information that you've been getting out there is wholly inaccurate.
What he's talking about here, right, is Vox's claims that he's been harassing one of their hosts.
The new Adpocalypse is coming. It's coming for a lot of you. It's coming hard. It's going to be happening fast and strong, and it's probably going to be happening to a lot more of you than you realize. Certainly a lot of the top YouTube creators out there who have entertainment channels. Our channel is not going anywhere right now. I want to make sure that I let you know that. But the ability for one to make a living online, and not just on YouTube, but any social media, but particularly YouTube, is about to change drastically, and I would say more than never before. I don't know if you can see this, my half Asian crack in it. Did I already tell you that? I don't know. It's been a bit of a whirlwind day. So tonight, I'm going to be sitting down and filling you in on the detail.
Yeah, no, and I'm looking forward to hopefully he releases tonight's show on YouTube. A lot of times he only does it through his website. What is it, louderwithcrowder.com, or is it mugclub.com?
He actually works for the Blaze, so he does it through the Blaze.
Yeah, that's true. Because he was working for CCR TV, and they merged with the Blaze.
Yep, it's controlled by the Blaze.
All right, let's finish this out.
Hopefully they come in, and I'll tell you this: Vox still gonna be pissed. They're not going to be happy with this. It's not a win because their goal is to completely get rid of people. We're at a point in time right now where people can still have a voice, but a lot of people are going to lose their ability to.
All right. They're going to lose their ability to make money on YouTube is what he's pretty much saying. I'm going to stop presenting for a little bit. We'll go right back to the Twitter here soon. Doku, we just got monetized, man. You're a member of Mad Dodge Productions and also Exiled Opinions, and our brands are connected. If they come after me, they come after you. If they come after Crowder, they're coming after all of us, aren't they? We don't have a.
And here's the thing: I don't consider this to be an adpocalypse. That was, when people are just going after advertisers and trying to intimidate them for not being on certain content creators' channels or certain types of content, using those types of intimidation tactics. It's nothing new. This doesn't feel like an adpocalypse to me. This feels like a purge. They're not going after advertisers. This is not Stripe or PayPal or anyone doing anything. This is pressure from a particular individual using the influence that he has to go directly to the platform itself to intimidate them, to essentially try to, for use of their own terms, try to bully and intimidate other people off of the platform. This is a purge.
Yeah, no, and YouTube came out and said, we will fully remonetize Crowder's channel if he takes down the links for his t-shirts. Wait a fucking goddamn minute here. Who the fuck are you? No. If I want to make a fucking shirt that is grossly offensive and you want to buy said shirt, what is that YouTube's freaking business for?
Oh, and again, this is not something as simple as just putting financial pressure on dissenting opinions. This is going after the ability to even have a platform at all. Like I said, this is not an adpocalypse. This is pure direct intimidation tactics.
If Alphabet was already pissed off at YouTube for losing money, they're going to be even more so because they picked a battle with the wrong person.
Well, and the other thing you have to take into consideration with this is coming from a
Hold on,
from a
I'm going to jump
media.
on you for a second because Atema just came in. Did anyone see the New York Times article listing which vids and creators are going to get deleted? No,
No.
actually, I didn't. And
Timba, if
can
you
you
could post a
post
link,
it?
yeah, that would be very interesting because
and
that could.
real quick, we got a $2 super chat from Brian the Observer. Thank you very much, sir. Forget something? I don't know. Did I?
You might have. But no, it would be very interesting to see that article because if that article, I would like to see the timing behind it because this could also prove what we already know to be true, but it could prove backdoor collaboration because do you guys remember that Facebook group, the Journo List, and then later when they recreated it, the Cabal, where there is backdoor collusion between media conglomerates? Because that's essentially what this is. I'd be willing to bet money on it. And there's the link if you wanted to pull that up, Mad Dodge, for the chat to see. But
all right,
no,
yeah,
this
I'll get
is
on that. Real quick though, MC joined us. MC, do you know what's going on yet, or are you just trying to catch up here? Because this has been
the
unfolding
latest is a bit
update.
new. I haven't heard the absolute latest, so because I hadn't heard that Crowder had been taken down.
He hasn't yet. He won, but now they're coming at him harder. And
Well,
they're
but who was it said that there wouldn't be a problem if he take his T-shirt off?
I
sorry,
believe that statement came from YouTube.
So
I
YouTube did react. YouTube
Yes,
did come down on him. That's
Team
new.
YouTube tweeted directly to him, and they have been actually interacting. Which even Crowder makes this point. He doesn't have a direct line to YouTube. YouTube doesn't ever respond to him, but Vox has a direct line. All of a sudden, suddenly Vox is special enough to get the pat on the head here from YouTube.
Well, and this is where I was going with this. This is coming, and let's be honest, we knew this was going to happen. This is coming from a media conglomerate that we all know rub shoulders, rub elbows with each other, and they're all losing money, mass layoffs. They're competing with people like Crowder, like Mark Dice. Us even technically would be considered competitors to these groups. So this is not backdoor pressure. This is direct pressure to try to silence competition because, let's be honest, they're getting desperate. Hence why I call this a purge.
YouTube to remove thousands of videos pushing extreme views. YouTube announced plans on Wednesdays to remove thousands of videos and channels that advocate neo-Nazism, white supremacy, and other bigoted ideology in an attempt to clean up extremism and hate speech on its popular service. The new policy will ban, quote, videos alleging that a group is superior in order to justify discrimination, segregation, or exclusion, unquote, the company said in a blog post. The prohibition...
Well, I guess Tariq Nasheed has to worry about something now, doesn't he?
The prohibition will also cover videos denying that violent events like mass shootings at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut took place. YouTube did not name any specific channels or videos that would be banned, but on Wednesday, numerous far-right creators began complaining that their videos had been deleted or had been stripped of ads, presumably a result of the new policy. quote, "It's our responsibility to protect that and prevent our platform from being used to incite hatred, harassment, discrimination, and violence," end quote, the blog post said.
Oh, you mean like throwing milkshakes at people?
Apparently.
Apparently, advocating for that though is something that's okay, as long as it's the right kind of people that are getting attacked, right?
As long as it falls in line with the proper groupthink. If you're guilty of wrongthink, then what was that everybody was saying a while back? First they'll come for Alex Jones, then they'll come for Lauren Southern,
Oh,
Stephen Molyneux.
it's okay to punch a Nazi?
Yeah, just that's perfectly okay. Again, everybody was saying this was going to happen, but yeah.
No one believed you. The decision by YouTube, which is owned by Google, which is owned by Alphabet, is the latest action by a Silicon Valley company to stem the spread of hate speech and disinformation on its site. A month ago, Facebook evicted 7, I like how they put that, evicted, of its most controversial users, including Alex Jones, who they just fucking let back on the site, the conspiracy theorist and founder of InfoWars. Twitter barred Mr. Jones last year. The companies have come under intense criticism for their delayed reaction to the spread of hateful and false content. At the same time, President Trump and others argue that the giant tech platforms censor right-wing opinions, and the new policies put in place by the companies have inflamed those debates.
Oh, gee, but if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure representatives and a few owners or legal representatives of these companies said, no, we don't censor conservatives. Let's go through the laundry list of people that are being demonetized or censored, and let's see how many of these individuals happen to be the Riley Dennises or the Milo Stewarts or the Tariq Nasheeds of the platform.
This
Gee, I
gay
wonder.
wonk, and that's what he calls himself, so that's what I will call him from now on. This gay wonk is gonna fuck up the fucking internet.
I think he. Oh, wait, sorry, I didn't mean to assume gender there. I think this individual already has. But I guarantee you, YouTube. In case you didn't remember, let me give you a friendly reminder. There's already a DOJ probe going on, and there's already a page on the White House where you can go and say, "Hey, look, I've been censored for my political views." Do you think this was the best hill to die on? Do you think this was really the right decision because you're being pressured by Vox of all people? I mean, a dying website with affiliations towards BuzzFeed, Vice, The Guardian. Really? This is what you want to do? Okay.
Yeah.
As if content creators on your website, the thing that actually keeps you relevant, the thing that keeps you going, because last I checked, most people don't go to YouTube to listen to CNN or even Fox News or any of the mainstream garbage you can get just by watching a TV at a bar or an airport somewhere. People come for content like this, or, Crowder or Black Pigeon or Sinatra, Irate Bear, Drunken Uncle.
Computing Forever, Omega.
Computing Forever, Vincent
Sinatra
James,
Says.
Red Elephant.
Well,
Yeah.
real quick, Doku, I think this meme right here says it all.
Yep. I wonder what YouTube's gonna do. Cause didn't you guys lose a pretty hefty chunk of money just a little while ago? This is what you guys want to do. What on earth are you thinking? You're caving to pressure from BuzzFeed and Vox and Vice.
Well, they're setting themselves up at the worst frickin' possible time to get hammered. ABC.
Dodge, you were told to check your Streamlabs.
The federal government has announced, the Justice Department, the DOJ has announced they're going to investigate Alphabet. Okay.
Honestly, what are they thinking?
And so now is the time you do something like this. Now, when you do something that's obviously public, okay, You're going to come back and go, I wonder what happened to us?
Well, and it's
You're
also
setting
not.
yourselves up for a frickin' to be absolutely hammered by
Well,
the
and that's the
federal
thing.
government.
It's MC. It's not even just public. It's public and high profile. I mean, everybody is freaking out about this. Like, what on earth are you guys thinking? What backroom little meeting did you guys have to be convinced that this was a smart thing to do?
All right, real quick. Pinoid, $2. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, here's the deal. Alphabet, Apple, and Facebook stocks took a 20% hit after the DOJ announced an antitrust investigation. The mainstream media saw an opportunity and struck. There's an article coming to talk about gamers that they've been smacking gaming channels as well.
If he wants to come in and talk, let him.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll throw the link out there here in a second. Once again, thank you for the $2 Streamlabs donation, Pinoid. I appreciate it. And you have a very valid point. I just Vox is a dying freaking site, though. I mean, is this their death throes, really?
I mean, I guess you could look at it from the sense of what do they really have to lose? I still think it's completely idiotic, but I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine on this one. I just think from a business perspective, this is insane.
Well, they're setting themselves up for a major lawsuit. They're setting themselves up for a major failure. And it's at a time period, if you think that this is somehow going to fix things, the first thing is going to be, it's going to have to happen is what several people have said. They're going to have to shit or get off the pot. In that, are you a platform or are you a publisher? Okay? And this is what they're going to have to decide. And if they come back and say, well, we're a platform, then you can't be banning people. If you come back and say, well, we're a publisher, then you're going to get sued. You're going to get sued by people who basically say, you've given us the terms of service. There's nothing wrong with what I've done within your terms of service. All right. And you are telling me, yes, there is something wrong with it. And you will not tell me what it is. You won't tell me what's wrong with this. You won't tell me what this violates. Just like those freaking T-shirts. All right. That they're now saying, he's got to get rid of those T-shirts. Those things are a problem. Right. I think that this is probably an individual who sent that tweet to Vox. All right. Who is now regretting it because people are probably hammering that individual. All right, saying that's not what it says. You guys have a problem here now because of what you did. As soon as you kowtow to these leftists, this is their standard tactic to shut people up. And it is an attempt to stifle, all right, competitors because they are losing their shirts.
Well, it's just like right before we started the goddamn show. We seen the red elephant. Everybody is getting demonetized. He went live right before we did. And the name of his show is Everyone is Getting Demonetized in all fucking capital letters.
Well, and also something real quick. Sorry, MC. But no, something else important to point out here. Notice this all came right when the market closed. Alphabet Inc. was down 1.03% today. There is no after-hours trading. What do you think their stock's going to open like tomorrow in the wake of all of this?
Oh, it's about to get hammered.
Oh, indeed it is.
It's about to get hammered in a big way.
Well, notice the timing is very convenient, but again, still a bad decision on their part.
Well, no, and I just got a notification on my phone. Lore Reloaded just put up a video. My forced apology thanks to YouTube demonetization. You have Star Trek channels coming out now, standing with Crowder. I mean, come on. Like when you get the Star Trek community like jumping into politics, you got a fucking problem, YouTube.
Well, and also remember, just last week, when people were throwing up their Captain Marvel videos and Disney was going on a tirade and then they backed off. Like, what are I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. What on earth are they thinking? Damn, I wish I could buy an option right now in short alphabet because, oh man, I'd make a killing.
Yeah, I mean, MC, of all the freaking YouTubers I follow, Lore Reloaded has to be the least political out of all of them.
Tema in the chat says Jew jokes and repeal the 19th are banned. Seriously? That is totally insane.
Repeal the 19th. God damn it, Tema.
But she's not wrong. She's not wrong. That's what they're going to do.
It's fucking stupid is what it is.
You know what? Love or hate Geeks and Gamers. I know there were some people freaking out about Jesse the other day. I couldn't care less. But I do remember a video that Jeremy put out where he's saying, like, look, content creators, right side of the aisle, left side of the aisle, regardless of your beliefs, you know, we do need to kind of start banding together against this type of stuff because it's going to get bad. Well, here you go. Welcome to your Orwellian future. Have fun. I'll give it to him. Jeremy called it. I mean, we've all been saying it was going to happen, but wow, YouTube. The backlash from this is going to be freaking insane. It's going to be glorious to watch in the worst possible
Vox
way.
went after YouTube's #1 independent creator PewDiePie for years. When they failed, they came after everyone. Hashtag Vox Adpocalypse. That was posted by Crowder 23 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, no, and I'm betting that Crowder is right now sitting down with his lawyer trying to figure out what the hell they're going to do here, because this is his livelihood.
Oh, I'm gonna love to see what Rakita has to say this evening.
I really want to see what his page looks like. Hello, Brian the Observer. You're no longer an observer. You're part of the party. Want to play?
I would love to play.
What's up, Brian?
How's it going, MC? Or
It's going all right. What's up?
How's it going, MC? Shatari? Hey, Mad Dodge.
Sharati.
Sorry.
He's the only one that can say your name worse than I do.
I just put my glasses on. I'm sorry.
The Shatari
Dude,
is coming.
Don't fucking apologize. Just say my name right, or at least some.
No, I understand about people messing up my name.
Dude,
I understand.
MC
I like
and
Shatari.
Dodge.
He's going to be Shatari from now on.
Oh,
I
fuck
know, that's
you,
what I'm
MC.
thinking.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to be known for that.
Oh, it's already a thing now.
It will be too. It will be.
That's how
Thank you
the jokes work
so
around
much,
here.
Brian. You just fucked up my life. You made it so terrible. Oh my god, you sexist, horrible person. You ruined my life.
Wait, are you practicing for your interview with Fox?
Yes, actually. Thank you. How did you guess?
And a common sense guy in the chat. What's up, man?
Hey, CSG. How are you?
But no, Brian, are you watching this dumpster fire like the rest of us?
I just saw something on Twitter about it, and then you went live. I just got done doing another live stream on a totally different subject with somebody, just on YouTube. Well, I mean, I guess it's along those lines. How much YouTube is messing up.
Hey, Tema.
Hello.
Hello,
I
Tema.
missed you, lovely.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
What's up, Tim?
How are
I'm
you
not demonetized
feeling?
yet, so I'm
Is
doing
your
better
hip
than
back to
Crowder.
better?
I can walk again.
That's
That's always good. That sucks.
Well, good. Any kind of good news is good. So glad to hear.
Sorry about that. I've been all over here talking, and I just realized my microphone was on the other side, so you guys have only been hearing the things I've been saying loudly. I apologize for that.
Well, no, Tema, I can't look away from Twitter. How about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm afraid to look away at this point now that I know exactly what's going on.
It's been
Because
going on
this
for a
isn't an
minute, huh?
adpocalypse, people. I don't care what people say. This is not an adpocalypse. Doku, you are 100% correct. This is a motherfucking purge. Okay?
Oh yeah.
This is a purge. This is going to wipe out so much content. Alphabet is about ready to remove pretty much all of the executive leadership in YouTube. How much you want to bet?
They have to. I mean, if they're hemorrhaging money the way they have been, I was always wondering how come they're not firing or laying off people that are just dead weight. So
Honestly,
they're
you
gonna
know what? Sorry, I hate to cut you off, Brian.
okay.
No, go. Oh no, go ahead. Finish up.
Oh, no,
Finish up your
well, no,
thought.
I was just saying. You know, why aren't they just laying off dead weight? And so now they're doing. And someone was telling me earlier that their plan is to just to have the government break them up, but that's just stupid. Waiting for death is just dumb.
That's not waiting
Y-
for death. That's how they survive. It's
That
just like you.
that
Why do
is
you think
waiting for
Microsoft?
death.
No. Why do you think Microsoft didn't fight the whole splitting Windows up? Why? Because they
And you know
couldn't
what?
afford to run the company that way anymore.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to add a somewhat contrarian opinion here. I don't think they will. I think they might trim some fat, but without heavy push from their large investors, the large shareholders,
Um,
I don't think they will. I think they're going to hang on to as much power as they can because we're also getting into the 2020 elections, and we know the narrative that has been pushed about social media got Donald Trump elected. I guarantee you, this timing is not
oh no,
absolute.
Oh no, this is no accident.
this is
Yeah.
absolutely intentional.
Oh yeah, and I think this was all. I think this was in the cards long before anybody on YouTube was even talking about it. I think this is
No,
a
no,
forced.
we've been talking about this. There's been Tom's heard us all talk about it. We've talked about it before together. We've talked about how the 2020 election, we were looking at the age of censorship as soon as that started ramping up. We were talking about it back at the end of 2018, or the middle of 2018, going, y'all just wait till 2019 hits. Things are gonna go fucking stupid.
Well, and the
Remember,
thing is,
Tom?
I guarantee you, all the people that were sitting there pushing the whole, my Russian bots and my trolls and the hacker known as 4chan narrative, the people that actually weren't just the mindless, 9 to 5, get my news in 60 minutes sheep, the people who actually paid attention and knew what the hell was going on, they all knew it was BS. But I guarantee you, this was all planned and orchestrated, and they're just waiting for the right time. And what's happening with the Democratic primaries? Even look at what the DNC said. I would think it was last week or maybe a few days ago, where they're going to start changing up the rules to try to consolidate the candidates they have. This is all an orchestrated attempt because the last thing they want is someone like Trump utilizing social media and Twitter and bypassing the legacy mainstream media that's been trying for frickin' years to get a solid cement footing in things like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. There's no way in hell this is coincidence.
Well, it's not about it being. Well, it's not really coincidence. It's more just opportunistic motherfucking fucking is what they're doing right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, they saw an opportunity. They jumped on that opportunity. And YouTube, let's be honest here. The last time they did the adpocalypse back in 2016, 2017 was the first time they had ever been profitable.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree at all. I agree with you 100%, Pinoid.
Yeah, but this is going to be
They
different.
saw an opening.
Yeah, but they aren't profitable now, are they, Tom?
Nope.
This is gonna hammer them in more ways than Sunday, because what's going to happen this time is advertisers are going to say, well, fine then, you're taking away my ability to advertise on all of these channels, then show me the clicks per, show me the advantage of coming here, show me the advantage of giving you money to put my ads onto YouTube. And now YouTube is going to have to come back and say, well, no, it'll be all right. You'll still get plenty of click. Not anymore. You just created a bunch of channels that we were allowing our stuff to go on. All right. And now you're saying, well, you just killed a bunch of channels. You just threw off a bunch of stuff. Why am I going to go here?
I just
Okay, so there's gonna be a negative consequence this time, I think. Unlike the last time where they just said, what they did last time was basically say, well, we'll demonetize certain groups, and that way we can keep the revenue from these ads. Okay.
Well, last time they demonetized like actual videos. They weren't demonetizing whole fucking channels.
They said they're going to delete shit. And there are now content creators coming up and saying their shit's getting deleted. Now, nobody's talking about the fact that fucking Hunter Avalon was motherfucking anheroed and he was just gone. He's not even like it. Last time I saw any Hunter Avalon shit, it was like all like Gen Z quirky traditionalist shit. He wasn't even like extreme or anything. How the fuck did Hunter motherfucking Avalon get anheroed? And nobody's saying a word. And then all of a sudden they're going to say, oh, you know what else is going to happen? Thinking about it, with what you guys are saying, Muslim channels are going to get hit like a motherfucker because they speak negatively of Jews.
Has anybody heard of Exurius?
No, can't say I have.
Heard of, never really paid attention though.
I guess he was he focused on instrumental music. Apparently, his entire channel's now been banned.
What?
Ooh.
How?
His own original stuff.
Yo, look,
I mean-
I looked it up. I looked up demonetization about 45 minutes, an hour ago. They brought up 5 videos and all of the search results. There wasn't even like extras with, some nonsense. I looked it up for just today. And all 5 videos were fucking gamer channels. They had nothing to do with politics at all. Nothing.
Kevin Logan got demonetized.
Sinatra said his whole fucking channel got demonetized.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is Sanut gonna do? He was like the first person I thought of when I read the list of shit that him and AP, I'm like, they're screwed.
Yeah, his whole channel got demonetized. Weren't you talking about Dodge? Weren't you talking about Black Pigeon Speaks?
Yeah, Black Pigeon Speaks. His channel, videos are just getting deleted. YouTube's just taking them down without telling him anything. There's a whole list of people. I'll try and find it. So you guys go ahead and continue.
How
See if I can find this list.
How many of you have a BitChute account?
I do, but I
I
don't
do.
make regular videos, so nothing gets uploaded.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
make
do you
regular
have
videos.
your YouTube backlog? Because you can
Yep.
put your Google ID and everything, and everything you upload on YouTube will wind up being put on
but
BitChute.
not stream.
No,
you-
yeah, well,
You have to upload the streams
Everything
yourself.
that I upload immediately gets uploaded to BitChute when I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I should, but I don't.
I'll say real quick. The one thing that feels different about this, considering the timing and what's been going on with all of the layoffs going on in the garbage tier media, and then the loss that these companies are taking. Before it seems like casual betting. This time around and this close to the primaries, it feels like all chips are on the table,
Keep
and we're
breaking
just
up for
waiting to
anyone
see
else.
how.
Well, no,
Maybe.
and dude, I just went back into Twitter. Even Boogie is fucking talking about this. Like that guy, how milk toast can you get?
Right.
I mean,
Tim Pool, a special thank you to Vox and Carlos Baza. The purge has just begun, and legit journalists are getting stripped. Apparently,
Can you
Fort
guys-
Fisher has been hammered.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me now?
Pride Month 2019
Yeah,
will be
I can
remembered
hear you.
forever.
It's because it's gonna be the
Yep.
death of YouTube, or it's
Okay,
gonna be the death of something, dude. This is really bad because this is huge. This is like a purge. This isn't an adpocalypse. This is an actual purge, and this is kind of fucking weird because they're doing it openly, and nobody on the left is acting like this is kind of a bad thing. And it's
No, they're not.
oh
Well,
my
real
God,
quick-
people.
Real quick, what I was saying before I started cutting out is with all the layoffs that have been coming out of the garbage tier media and the money that these companies have been bleeding, this time around, it doesn't feel like a casual bet. It feels like we're on the river card in a game of Texas Hold'em and all the chips are on the table. It feels like they're going on all or nothing.
Yeah, man, this is good for me. That's where I'm at right now.
Check out Carlos Maz's. Check out. If you're a part of covering this at YouTube Nightmare, you need to quote for your piece. Just contact me. I would love to spend the rest of this week giving you colorful quotes about all the ways YouTube exploits LGBT people while arming our abusers with tools of harassment.
Oh God.
oh,
I
man,
forgot to add queer. Or I
Uh-huh.
forgot to add the Q for queer because he always calls himself queer, and I love how you lisp.
This
through
is
that
what
entire
happens when
thing.
Yeah, this is what happens when you stop
That's how he
shoving people in
talks.
lockers in school. Like legitimately,
No,
this is what happens.
I feel you. No, he's right. He's right.
No, he's not wrong. I'm not disagreeing. It's like, I'm sorry, man. If you can't handle the real world and everybody has a freaking safe space, and like the second somebody says something that's offensive, oh my God, it's hate speech, and you freak out and you cater to these overgrown toddlers who throw temper tantrums when they don't get their freaking favorite toy.
Yeah, I woke up like 2 hours ago or an hour and a half ago, something like that. And then I uploaded my video, whatever. And I was talking to Excel, and Excel's like, dude, fucking, did you get a letter, man? I was like, nigga, you already know we're demonetized, right? He's like, yo, man, fucking, I don't know what we're going to do. And I'm like, man, look, you know what I'm saying? This is great for us. All right. Legitimately, because we have been demonetized in my entire time having a channel, I was monetized for a week. Yeah. Like, yo. And they legit they have $75 of mine sitting in the fucking sitting in a YouTube account that I can't goddamn touch.
Well, you know, Pinoid, that's a good point, because this actually does give content creators who have been kind of on the short end of the stick. You know, we've been saying there is an unfair bias for God knows how many years. This gives us something to point at and say, okay, tell me there isn't.
Fuck it, yo, get some sponsors and shit. Yo, do this yourself. The hell with the nonsense, man. Like, yo, TFN's been doing this forever. You know what I mean? Like, yo, TFN's been demonetized and kicked off of 5 different platforms. He went and got his own goddamn sponsors and shit. And you know what I mean? Maintain his fucking audience and still makes more money than fucking everybody else. Like, yo, you can do this, man. It's not that difficult, legitimately.
No, that's a fair enough point. I just finally want to see YouTube actually get called out for their bullshit. And not be able to deny it.
They don't give a fuck. And I mean, you know, they're from fucking San Francisco and Cerrito and shit. They're from California. Everybody in California is basically a communist. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I would even say basically.
Oh, they're just retarded.
Well, there's
a combination
40.
of
He's
both.
not a communist.
Who?
40 ounce. He's not a communist.
Yo,
Okay.
man, look, anybody from California
in the whole fucking state.
Anybody hadn't left yet? They're fucking commies. God damn it. That's funny as shit.
Forcing, right?
I like William in the chat.
Well, yeah. YouTube,
YouTube
is for pigs. That's right. You know, I think those of you that have the cash to do it, get the t-shirt before you can't.
Yo, fuck that. Go buy my t-shirts.
Go buy all of our fucking t-shirts.
Yeah.
You need to be a beautiful creamer, right? You need to be a yig towel, motherfucker.
Maybe you can put it all in rainbow colors as you wear it.
Unite.
He actually has them in rainbow colors. You can pick those as one of the backgrounds for them. MC.
I don't discriminate, man. Everybody's money's good with me, man. Green, right size, right color.
Yeah, man. I'm about to make my my Globe shirt, the John where it says like what all like not America is, right? You had America, and then you got not America, commie not America cold, not America with spiders down in Australia, not America with cocaine in South America, and not America.
I don't know how you can make that claim about cocaine.
Awful.
I really don't.
What about not America with a moose in Canada?
Not America's hat.
Not America's hat.
Not America with poutine.
Yeah, man.
What's
That's
the
gonna be my
Korean
next
bitching
shirt.
about? He spelled wonder wrong.
Funk this ship. I don't know what's wrong with the ship, but he wants to funk it. So boom, chicka boom, boom, chicka boom, 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 boom.
Oh, no, he said, what about the gun channels? Yeah, they're fucked.
Oh, dude, there's all kinds of things that are screwed.
Yeah, the gun channels have been on fucking Pornhub for a while now.
Pretty
Most
much.
of the big ones.
Yeah, and pretty.
For a while.
Can you live stream on porn?
Lost their fucking money for ages.
And MGTOW, pretty much everything MGTOW is going to get wiped out. If it says anything close to repeal the 19th, it's gone.
Just anything against feminism. Anything against feminism.
Yeah, anything that disparages that I should go look at my own channel, make sure I don't have stuff deleted. That just occurred.
Yeah, that's a good question. Fuck.
Oh shit! I only have a handful.
Live reaction here.
So
Well,
I'm curious. I want to ask you guys a question. Where do you think the razor's edge is for this one? Like, where do you think YouTube will actually draw the line where it's like, oh no, that's fine?
No. This is election, dude. This is about the election. This is
There is no line.
They've been looking for something like this for a while. You know the shit that happened Sunday? I think that they were testing like a kill switch, right? If in case they they have to implement it.
You know, I mean, last week I tried to do a live stream, and I was using Streamlabs OBS, and I was streaming for like 8 minutes, and then it said stop, and it's like, no, can't stream. So I tried to restart it, so I can't stream. So I just went ahead and did a normal Hangout stream. I was able to stream. So I'm thinking maybe they're trying to, maybe they're gonna put out third-party streams, like you can't stream with a third-party stream. Because they're going to get rid of Hangouts, and they're going to go to Duo. And if we're on here with Streamlabs OBS patching Discord through, and they're saying, okay, well, we can't have that, so screw all that, because they don't want to see this. They don't want to see a community of people talking about issues.
Wait a minute. If gamers are getting hit really hard too, what are they really going after? Is this a coordinated attempt by a whole bunch of different corporate groups?
Yes.
There's
Getting
an
back
article
at
coming out
everybody who
tomorrow.
dissents. Getting back at everybody who dissents against anything that they've determined isn't
No,
popular.
it's about resuscitating fucking mainstream media.
Well,
Yeah,
you can't. It's too.
No,
fucking
that's
far
the fucking
gone.
point. They're trying to keep grandma alive, and she's on the fucking life support.
But the life support machine
And they're pouring
gone.
every penny they got into it.
It's about
and
the
grandma's
death
going to
of,
die anyway.
it's about
Honey,
the
they're
death
trying
of,
to build it from scratch. They have no money. They're trying to take it from everybody else.
yeah, it's about the death of individualism too.
It is, and you're exactly right. It is an attempt to return to where they could control the narrative.
Oh,
And anyone who comes back with an individual idea or a unique idea that doesn't have the party's blessing, all right, they are going to try and shut down. They have got to try and regain control, because they've been trying for the past 2 years, all right, to go after Trump just to drive his numbers down. And instead of driving his numbers down, lately his numbers have been going up.
yeah.
All right, so this is the ultimate point of failure now. There's absolutely nowhere you can go in the mainstream media where you can see positive press of Trump in any realistic sense. All
Yeah,
right,
not
now,
even
I'm
really
not-
Fox is showing much in the way that's positive.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Trump is the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's not my point. My point is that they had an agenda, and it's backfiring completely on them.
Yeah, Trump's a tradcon. Not a tradcon. He's a fucking independent. He's
just a moderate. Fuck.
Really, exactly. He's really a fucking Democrat, an old school Democrat. I mean, come on, right?
Yeah, legit. Legit.
And so the tradcons are control Fox, and everybody else is controlled by the Democratic Party.
The Democrats used to support the fucking unions and shit, and the unions were all about border security and controlling goddamn immigration.
CSG in the chat. Question is, it only American channels effective?
Effective?
No.
This does go back to rule 32, rule 34?
Yeah.
Hell no.
And it's across the platform.
11 and 13. This is an application of Article 11 and Article 13. And they're gonna use that as an excuse. You watch, mark my words. That concept is gonna come up. And then the other thing, of course, is whether you like it or not, whether anybody wants to admit this or not, you're going to see an election very soon in Great Britain. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Okay, because the government is going to fall. So to say that it's just going to stay here in the United States, don't bet on it.
Well, no. Also, there was a sorry to cut you off, Mad Dodge. After the loss,
my thought here. Damn it. Sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Here's the thing, though. what exactly is an extremist point of view, and who gets to determine that?
That's the fucking part that terrifies me, Matt, is they keep using all these fucking loose terms for
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
Very,
it's really
vague
easy to
fucking
define if something's an extremist point of view. Did I agree with it? Yes. It's extreme.
Well, that's the thing. It's always been subjective. Like that's been the whole argument about hate speech and why say hate speech doesn't exist because it's completely fucking subjective. And again, what I was gonna say, there was already a massive defeat as far as the EU was concerned with their elections coming up. Is it just me, or does this feel like this is only the first volley?
Oh, this is just the first volley.
Yeah.
This is the very, very beginning. You're going to watch a whole mountain of class action lawsuits and legal stuff start happening. You're going to see public square things going on. I don't know how long it's going to be contained to the internet this time, because
gonna-
YouTube exceeds everywhere for what people do to get information in the Western world, guys.
When this starts cutting into private businesses, like small businesses that rely on social media just to get the word out about their business, nothing political or anything like that, just to sell a product. When it starts affecting them, then the lawsuits will begin to fly like serious.
Y'all need to go watch my video I put out today. It's an hour long. It's not any of this repeal the 19th stuff. None of this MGTOW shit. It's legitimately covering the fucking downward growth of population in the entire world. It's not just a Western problem. Right? Like Mexico's fucking population right now replacement is at 1.8. All right.
Ew.
And look, there's a lot of shit that they're not telling you about. Puerto Rico's at 1.4 kids per woman right now.
Holy shit.
People don't know what's going on. I'm trying to bring this information to y'all so you understand that the reason that they have to fucking shore everything up is because if they don't have centralized power, then they're going to have to rely upon us to save ourselves. But that's the best bet, and that's the only way it's actually going to work. All right. There's a lot of things going on right now that people have no idea about. Come and check out the content I'm putting out. It's legitimately going to show you what's going on, what the problems are going to be. It's going to give you motherfucking all the actual information and like documentation for everything. And it's going to give you fucking actual solutions that are going to work in the future to be able to make all this shit fucking be all right. But you need to understand what exactly is at stake and how big this shit is. In the next fucking 30 years, there's going to be more people over the age of 65 in the world than there are under.
Yes,
and then the welfare state's going to come crashing down.
There we go. And we're going to have monstrous amounts of currency devaluations. Fucking people are going to lose their fucking shit. Whole countries are going to go under. Massive amount of resources are going to be fucking there's going to be all types of shit. Everything up for grabs. You're going to have a backwards reverse in capitalism. All right. Like capitalism is going to fail. So's communism and socialism, because all of it requires infinite growth of population, which we've had for 500 years, and that's going on a reverse trend.
So you're saying it's going to be a subterranean economy.
Well, and real quick, Peanut, I already know you follow some of the same economic commentators that I do, and we're already starting to see a pension problem, a debt problem, this constant growth.
Have no idea.
Hold on, guys. I learned about this in middle school when we talked about population density. This is not an alarmist thing. No, we had the baby boomers. They were quite literally the largest generation ever born.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's the thing. We already have
calculation. No, wait. We don't have the calculations in hand to understand, or we haven't made the proper calculations to figure out exactly what that meant for the overall population of the world. Because it didn't just happen in the Western world, that baby boom, it happened globally. It even happened in Africa. So it affected everything. We are watching the natural shrinkage that happens from something like that. This is nature. This is nature, guys. Don't freak out. With automation and everything, it's going to correct.
Here's the other thing. We already have the economic data to sit there and point and look. We have hard numbers. There's a problem when it comes like pensions are shrinking. There's problems with 401ks. Population's not growing at the same rate, which means there's less money flowing into to the economy. Velocity of money is slowing down. It's not changing hands quick enough. The workforce is not growing fast enough to take care of the people that are growing older and can't work anymore. And the only thing we have backing this system up is what? The Fed can print money and we can manipulate interest rates. Look at the words of Alan Greenspan roughly 20, 30 years ago. We can always guarantee the United States will be able to repay its debts as long as we can print money, but we cannot guarantee the purchasing power of the dollar. Combine that with automation, the internet, digital currency, the stock trading that we have. Let me ask you a question, a very, very basic question. I can sit here. Today, I can sit here and trade oil. I bought at the right time. I could have sold right before the market closed. I'm up 3% in a day. I'm trading oil. Does that mean there's 3% more oil that's in the world? No, there isn't. So then what's propping the system up? What's backing it up?
Demand
Cheap
backs
money.
it up.
No, speculation.
Cheap money.
It's speculation.
It's
oil.
cheap money. Like your currency was devalued 3%. That's why you ended up making money. It wasn't about the fact that the oil is actually any more fucking valuable.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
3% less people paid their debt in that time. It's 3% less accuracy in the speculation of people paying their debt. It's very complicated and hard to say right now.
Well, and here's
the government printed 3% more money is kind of the situation. That's what the deal is.
Well, but here's the bigger complex problem is the government didn't even necessarily print 3% more money to represent that which I just made by trading digitally.
Yeah,
it's money. It's literally
thin air.
Yeah, I just snap my fingers.
Money that doesn't actually exist yet.
But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you is that look, everything is up for grabs right now. Everything, like the whole premise of human existence, is up for grabs at the motherfucking moment. You know what I mean? And everything we've held in our fucking ideology as a goddamn paradigm for what we're supposed to be doing is up for fucking grabs. You know what I mean? It's all up in the air and it's all fucking, you know what I mean? Nobody has any idea what tomorrow's going to goddamn bring. And with the digital age, they want to maintain the narrative and try to control and steer the conversation. And they can't do that. And they're going to die. But this is the death throes of them swinging fucking haymakers at us so they can fucking try. That's all this is.
And here's the scary part, though. And I'm moving back to the economic side of things a little bit. If market confidence, for some reason, whatever it is, maybe it's tariffs, maybe it's a war, maybe Donald Trump decides to tweet something stupid. Who knows? Who fucking cares? But what happens if we end up with another massive market collapse? Or let's say investor confidence in the dollar goes down? You know, I'm trading oil.
Can I tell you a secret?
Not much will change.
Well, no. I'll tell you a secret. Like, there has not been an economic fucking downturn in the past fucking 100 years that was not tied to oil.
And I trade oil, and that's exactly why I'm asking this question. Imagine,
look,
imagine what would happen.
When did we have economic downturns? What, 72, 86, 92, 99, fucking, and 2008. All those were led into by a spike in motherfucking oil prices 3 months beforehand. It ended up fucking causing the economy to not have the ability to transport the same way it was able to. And it motherfucking caused too much fucking currency to be pulled out of the goddamn system. And you end up having productive abilities fell down and the whole system motherfucking collapses. You have to have an outside force to enact upon motherfucking the inside market forces. And I mean, an object in motion remains in motion until enacted upon by another force, motherfucker. And I forget the hell.
It does work. That's Newton.
Yeah, Newton. Fucking Newton's motherfucking, you know what I mean, first law of kinetic energy. Like, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? The object that rests stays at rest until enacted upon by another motherfucking force. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, dude, don't worry about it. Until you see oil prices spike, then get the fuck away from the market. You got 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you're good to go. But I gotta go get something to eat. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I just wanted to bring y'all some motherfucking information and shit. Let you know what the deal is. Come check out the goddamn content. Timepiece is doing this motherfucking thing. Don't be scared. Time is on our side, not theirs. I'll holler at y'all motherfuckers. Peace.
All right. Thanks for coming by, Phoenoid.
Later.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
Yeah, that's kind of my take on all this shit too. Is just like You know, it's just like let's sit back and see what happens. It's fucked up, but you know, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds, especially for if there's a mass exodus from the bigger YouTubers, you know, because of the financial shit, then
Well,
it establishes some.
PewDiePie has.
What?
I was gonna say PewDiePie. You guys know about DLive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, PewDiePie is now a partner with DLive, and he's streaming over there.
Yeah.
Now you can't upload to DLive till you have 1,000 followers.
Right, but I do all my live shit through DLive, Twitch, and YouTube now. I'm using Restream and Facebook. So every show that I broadcast now is on four things at the same time.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that shit out there. You know.
Well, YouTube seems to be squashing pretty much everything they don't like pretty effectively these days. It's like I'm having a hard time finding Tim's videos now. Tim and Sticks, I have to go to their pages or their channels to get their stuff.
Really?
They're shadow banning.
They're coming out with my subscription feed every day.
No, I'm also getting shadow banned on Twitter. I don't know if you've noticed, but most of my tweets aren't showing up. If you go look at my timeline, I'm sending out a lot of tweets, and like freaking 40% of them, 40% of them get no interaction. It's like they aren't there.
No, honey, I see every single thing that you post.
Really?
Oh yeah. I just don't always have time to interact with people on Twitter.
Yeah, so I think with the whole shadow banning thing, it just depends on whether or not you're following the person and you reply to them often. That's how to boost the content. But anyway, what's up, people? I sent the link a while ago.
You know,
and I thought I would be home.
Tag team doing their thing.
Yeah, no, I thought it would be home 10 minutes ago because I was driving home and there was no traffic. And when I asked for that link, I was like 3 exits away from my house, and then car accident.
Always, right?
Yeah,
Murphy's Law.
I know, right? I don't know, where are we at? We're all talking about how some lispy queer at Vox cried enough and eventually kind of got his way. I don't really know what YouTube's doing. Like, they're acting all schizophrenic about it.
This has been in the works. They were just looking for something to trigger it. I got that's what my brain is logically telling me.
Yeah. Well, with Crowder in particular now, though, they're saying all he has to do is remove the link to his T-shirts and they'll reinstate his monetization.
Yeah, but then
now that is totally fucking against the law. That is like extortion.
Yeah.
Actually, at this point, I think it would be fair to classify this as an artificially, if I can speak, an artificially created flashpoint. At least that's the way I'm kind of looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, this is a purge. This is absolutely a purge. This is a knee-jerk response. This is the temper tantrum response from, I swear, I want to know who Carlos is fucking.
Well,
seriously.
Well, no, what I mean by that.
He works for Ezra Klein, man. He's one of the cardinals of the cathedral that is social justice.
Well, yeah. What I mean by when I say an artificially created flashpoint event is you have someone like Carlos working for a dying outlet like Vox. What more does he have left to lose? So let's go after one of the more controversial figures like Steven Crowder, create an artificial flashpoint event to elicit a knee-jerk reaction from YouTube, and make it work in our favor for the sake of our narrative and political ideology. Because what do you got to lose?
I want to correct you. Let's go after somebody that's really not that controversial.
Yeah.
In fact, based on what we see on regular television, he's incredibly tame. I mean, at the very worst, you have like a right-wing Colbert type, except he's even cleaner than them.
Well, you know what I'm pissed about is that Chrisiosity told me to kiss her ass on Twitter, and they haven't fucking taken her off yet. God damn it.
Oh yeah, if you want to talk about going after somebody and creating an artificial flashpoint event like I was suggesting, I mean, you could have gone after Colbert, Jon Stewart. You could go after South Park. You could go after the frickin' Simpsons, for crying out loud, and it would still hold more water than Crowder or Mark Dice. It's just they're not on the.
Dice
they're
too?
not. Oh yeah,
they've been going after Mark Dice. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't banned Mark Dice and Paul Joseph Watson for hanging around Alex Jones so much.
Well, and that's the thing. They tried with PewDiePie. The problem is PewDiePie has too much of a following. He's like PewDiePie's too big, so that didn't work. So scale it down a little bit. But I'm saying if you look at what these people do compared to like what your average late night talk show host does, like I mean Jimmy Kimmel, for crying out loud, says more controversial crap than friggin' Mark Dice does.
Cock holster, people, cock holster.
Yeah, I mean the difference between the two is one of the groups are not heretics to the Church of Social Justice, and the other two people are. And the heretics must be purged by the self-righteous authority of people like Carlos Maza and Ezra Klein. I mean, you know about
selective
Ezra Klein,
bias,
right? You've heard.
Yeah.
No, Ezra Klein basically admits to being a propagandist.
Yeah.
In his
Dodge,
interview,
you're gonna want to put out your disclaimer before the end of the show, so you might as well do it now.
Oh yeah. The views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of Mad Dodge Productions in any way, shape, or form. Please don't purge us, YouTube.
Check this out. Steven Crowder's live hashtag
saw that.
Vox Apocalypse exclusive
Yeah.
leaks.
Well, and again, like I said earlier in the stream, if all the mainstream and everybody who does their 9 to 5 60-minute news, all those people claim us to all be conspiracy theorists or this or that, we've been preaching this crap for years now, saying this was going to happen. And they say, oh, no, we're crazy. You're crazy. There's no bias. The rules are evenly applied across the board.
How dare
really?
you?
Are they now?
Just that.
My ass.
I just want to know how YouTube survives off of this, right? Like, it's not like they're going to get more views by, or they're not making any money off of demonetizing all these channels. In fact, they're losing money. In fact, by letting them continue to host videos on the channel and streams on their platform, they're losing extra money because not only are ads not running, but they're taking up bandwidth for the site.
You know what would free up a lot of bandwidth is if they got rid of the big channels like Fox and CNN and I mean not big channels, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like
but that's where all their
corporate
money's
media
coming from,
because they already have a platform. They have their own stations, for crying out loud. You turn on the TV, there it is.
But
you
yeah, but
know?
nobody's watching enough of it. So
Well,
they've got to put it everywhere where people's eyes are.
Yeah, people aren't really watching on YouTube either, which is why YouTube's revenue has sunk recently since they've started implementing these new policies.
That's agreed.
People don't go to YouTube looking up opinions on the latest news stories just to get top search results from MSNBC. Right. If people wanted MSNBC's opinion, they would go to MSNBC.
Exactly. I don't care what fucking Fox has to say. I don't care what MSNBC. I don't care what Fox. I don't care what any of them have to say. You know.
Well, I don't know if
that's why
I don't know if this
anybody
is
that covers news is getting buried. Like nobody's going to search for any. If you make anything on a topic that is in the news, any video, you're going to get buried. Like you're not going to show up in search results. You're not going to show up in recommended. It's going to be nothing but mainstream outlets.
And that's all it is.
The thing is, I don't know if this is a term that's been used before, but essentially what it's come down to is the big tech groups, the payment processors, and then the mainstream media, mainstream entertainment. I'm going to call them closed door monopolies. They all rub elbows with each other. They're all talking to each other.
It's an oligarchy.
Yeah, at the very least, they show up to the same parties and they find themselves in this bubble.
Yeah, there's agreements that have been made, man, under the table.
I'm sure, but they also have all been, like I said, they're infiltrated by what Michael Malice likes to call the cathedral, right? These are people that think they have divine authority on what is morally just in the right direction of society, and they're all kind of in an agreement on what that is. So any step they can do to, keep the narrative, in favor of the cathedral and deplatform, demonetize, whatever, just kick any heretic out, they're going to go for it. That's why we all knew whenever it first was just about, we're just talking about the really hateful groups. Well, now we're talking about Gavin McInnes and the Proud Boys. Like, McInnes has crossed the line a few times. It's like now we're talking about crazy, kooky conspiracy theorists like Alex Jones and Milo or whatever. And now you're talking about mainstream conservative types like Steven Crowder.
Yeah.
Well, and also I'll be willing to make a bet with you right now. the people that run these companies, the ones that actually, have something to lose. I'm not talking about the shareholders, but the actual, oligarchs, the aristocrats, if we will. I guarantee you there's a charity somewhere or maybe a speaking event that's being funded by someone. There's stuff like that going on. So, yeah, the shareholders might get screwed over. The stock price might go down. They might get broken up. But I'm telling you, the tippy top of these companies, they're not going to lose anything. Maybe somebody pulls a Bob Iger and just decides, yeah, it's time to retire.
The problem with YouTube is that they're basically subsidized by Google, and Google has just enormous cash inflows from other places. So they can do whatever they want to control what's on YouTube and operate at a loss and continue going forever.
70 billion in loss.
Yeah, 70 billion in market cap, but it's still, how much do they have in total? Like 620 billion. They went from 690 to 620. Like, they're fine. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
it's not. Is it smart? No, but can they get away with it? Yes. And I do think eventually another platform is going to rise up and take over as YouTube continues to be more censorious. But it takes a long time. And like you said, you've got the payment processors too, so you got to get past that hurdle. There's so many hurdles you have to get over before you get to that point. It could be years. Definitely not before the next election, which I think
dishes and dinner to do, so I'm out, guys.
Bye, love.
All right,
Love you,
later,
see you,
Sharadi.
talk to you later. Bye.
Later.
All right, and let's just take a look at Alphabet here real quick. Let's look at their earnings.
Alphabet is worth more than $1 trillion. I know that.
Yeah, they're down 10%.
Ooh.
They had
That hurts.
10% in earnings. But what is their? What I want to see is I want to know what is their cash on hand.
So right now Crowder is live. I just got another alert. 30 minutes from now, Medicare will be live.
Yeah.
The shit's hitting the fan, guys.
Let's do it. I'm out. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen to Crowder too. I'm with Henry.
Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna check out that Crowder video and then maybe revisit this later tonight. Also, so thank you everybody for coming out. Yeah, we're gonna keep watching this dumpster fire. Good night, good luck, and don't go to France.
A bientôt.